All right, all right. Back on that bullshit, JR. This is cigars and bullshit. So yeah, it was an interesting week last week. Just sitting here watching the replay of this Soldier Boy Bow Wow versus fuckery, man. Interesting. Uh, I didn't know Soldier Boy even had 20 songs to play, but apparently he did. Uh, I was a little older. Soldier Boy came out like '07. So I was already mid 20s then, so I really wasn't paying attention to that shit like that. I was still looking for that real hip hop. Oh, by the way, right now, smoking the Wise Man by the Google Gujanesha. I don't know the fuck to say this. The Wise Man. Good smoke. Let me look that up. This is something I've never smoked before. See if I can find that. Yeah, as you hear the Soldier Boy in the background going off. Soldier Boy is quite annoying. Definitely one of the worst rappers ever, but I would say an innovator. I think a lot of these new rappers with this. He is a. He would be on the Mount Rushmore probably of the non lyrical rappers of the. I guess you could say the 2010s. The non lyrical side, you would have to put him on there because he is a. He did start that word swag and turn up, um, lit. I don't think he started the word, but all that modern shit that's been going since 2010. You know, you got to give Soldier Boy as one of the icons of this off lyrical genre of rap that's being manufactured out of the city of Atlanta. Yeah, it seems as like looking at this and reminiscing. It seems like as soon as the Dungeon family just stopped or declined or whatever, it opened up the market in Atlanta for a lot of just half-ass rapping. In my opinion, you know, but every dog has his fucking day. So it's interesting verses. Bow Wow, you know, I forgot Bow Wow had been. Bow Wow was somewhat affiliated with Death Row. That just shows you how deep Death Row was, because they didn't even fucking use him. They just used him on one skit. You know, that was back in '92, and on the Doggy Style album. And also, apparently, they had Keisha Cole in the development room. You know, didn't use her either. You know that Tupac shit just took everything downhill over there. But they were deep. Um, Funniest part about this verse of DJ Academics, I've never seen DJ Academics actually DJ. This is impressive. Um, this is definitely for the, I guess you could say that 25 to 35-year-old bracket, or maybe 25 to 30-year-old bracket, I would say. Because if you graduated high school, I guess '07 up, '05 after '05, Bow Wow was out 2000. He was out 2000. But it's definitely for those who graduated, I guess you could say, from '05 on. I graduated 2000s, and I was, I'm in that generation with Tupac, Biggie, Rockefeller, Cash Money, Rough Riders, Outkast. Basically, the last of the great generations. Not you snap dancing ass motherfuckers. Whatever the fuck y'all was doing, man. It's good to see them. Good to see them. I think they both could be still active. Both of them under 35, so they could still be out there making hits. I think they think they're gonna go do a tour after this. Um, so wish Bow Wow and Soulja Boy um, the best. This is definitely not the best verses. I remember these songs though. I guess it wasn't getting any play in my ride. It was for my little cousins and shit. This music. I was banging the rock, banging Cash, banging. What was I banging? Jeezy had came out. So I'm banging that dope shit. That real killer shit. Like I said, success to these niggas. If you like this type of music, this kitty 2000s, 2010s, swag, fucking kiss me through my phone, or whatever the fuck that means. All you niggas that grew up with cell phones in your fucking classroom with bad social skills, this is your music, you know. This is your shit. Other than that, though, wanted to talk about. It actually happened last Monday. I think last Monday. Yeah, the boy Trick Daddy Dollars went off and basically shitted on Beyonce and Jay-Z. Let's dissect this. The Trick Daddy basically says Beyonce can't sing really, and he saw his godmother, who he was talking about was a late great Betty Wright, gave her singing lessons, and she never was really that good. She basically has minimal talent, and Jay-Z was the king of New York by default. He never was really the king. New York needed a king after Jay-Z. And basically both of them are overrated in a sense. So in retaliation to this, the whole Beehive, which is Beyonce's little on Instagram followers of women and gay guys, started bashing Trick Daddy the whole week. Started putting poor reviews on his restaurant, saying he really don't own his restaurant. Talking about how ugly he is, and just going off on my brother, man. Let's dissect this. First of all, Trick fucks with the cocaine, so it's been documented. He fucks with the blow, so he says crazy shit. Plus, he has a health condition with the lupus thing. So my brother may not always be in his right state of mind and right state of health. So he kind of just can't take it too seriously. Plus, also, just like Lil Boozy, late great Pimp C, he's from that same cloth of niggas that just don't give a fuck, man. They say what the fuck they feel like, and they gonna keep saying it. You can't do nothing about it, you know. They tell it like it is, even in their raps, man. So that's just how it is. Um, what can you do, you know? But as far as Beyonce, I think Beyonce definitely can sing. Um, she wouldn't have been a lead singer. Of course, her dad was a manager of the fucking group of Destiny's Child, so he made a group around her. She a pretty red bitch, you know, which is gonna have you always skyrocket a bitch to the top, even in the streets, you know, even the dating game. Red bitch gonna get hollered at first. That's just how it is. A lot of red bitches is, you know, overrated. You know, that's just how it is. They pretty and red. Um, Other than that, though, I get what he's saying. Uh, he didn't say it right. She definitely could sing, but her music at times, I don't know if she's. I definitely know she's not writing all of it. So her music at times is hokey, kind of corny. A lot of that women's liberation fuck shit, women's rights. It's also fucking loud. The bitch just they just use a lot of horns and shit in her music. A lot of goofy ass drums. The drums patterns are not really hitting. You know, it's a lot of very anthemy type tracks she makes. If you like it, you want to put a ring on it. Who runs the world? Girls, girls, lemonade, lemonade. Yeah, songs they don't really ride anymore. I think the songs rolled more, even though they were goofy. Uh, but definitely the songwriting was better. Destiny's Child in the early part of her solo career. But then as of lately, it's just a lot of fucking stadium fight fucking songs, girls and girls fucking anthem shit, and it's shit's kind of average to be honest, you know. She could sing, but I think he meant her songs. They're not really jamming, you know. You're not gonna put that shit in the car, or even at a cookout, man. Maybe at a fucking maybe for like a TV show, women's rally, a stadium, football game, maybe WNBA game, some bullshit. But it doesn't jam. Nobody wants to hear that shit, man. So you don't want to hear that fuck shit, man. You know. Fortunately, you know. But yeah. As far as Jay Z, without a doubt, Jay Z rap circles around Trick Daddy. Jay Z is definitely top 10, if not top 5 ever in the rap game. Some people say he's the greatest. But again, he didn't say it right. You know, I think after Biggie passed away, he sees the opportunity, you know. The throne was for the taking um, in New York City, and he sees the opportunity, you know. They had some people. DMX came. He had his little run. Rest in peace. But he never was a king per se like that. You know, he had a hot ass '98 to about 2000, hot, smoking hot. And then he just kind of, I don't know if it was the drug usage, I don't know if he kind of got blackballed, I don't know what it was, and he just folded. And Jay Z just came out. Jay Z just started hitting back to back to back to back every fucking year. He would put an album out. So he followed that formula that when it's hot, keep it cooking. You know, he kept working up until today. He's still working. In some manner of facts, and he's kind of slowed down now because he's just apparently a billionaire, whatever the fuck. But he's always kept relevant. Similar to how Snoop Dogg has always kept relevant, you know. So he is the king, you know, kind of by default. You know, I would still call him the king of New York. Nobody, he's really never handed the throne over to anybody, and nobody has stepped up to really. New York has gotten worse and worse, you know, since they have no king. And then you look at the other ones around that time. Pun died. They tell this Big L fantasy. Now Big L was never hot. Never. Nobody listened to that shit. Like I said, X had that hot little run. Rough Riders in general, and then they just I don't know what happened. Swizz kept going, but you know, they kind of who knows? And you know, he put out that Rockefeller movement, man. Rockefeller was crushing for a while, man. Brought in Kanye, Beans, Cameron, on and on. They crushed, man. Definitely top 5 greatest hip hop labels, you know. So he ran the East, and he continued to run the East even after they left, you know. He was the king by default, you know, because he never got challenged. And then, you know, Nas didn't really want the spotlight. You know, he wanted it sometimes, and sometimes he's kind of like a hermit. So, you know. So what can you do, man? Jay-Z is the king of New York, man. You know. But again, also, you know, in Trick's defense, also Jay-Z, a lot of his shit it was hit or miss early on, you know. Reason that was a classic, and the second one was good. Third one was aight. Fourth one was cool. Fifth one was alright, and then Blueprint came, you know, classic. But his times he can be hit or miss, you know. As opposed to Biggie, who was just even though he was short lived, always hitting, always hungry, you know. Tupac always hungry, you know. So that's my thoughts and opinions on that, you know. Other than that, just relaxing on a Sunday. Again, this is the Wise Man. This fuck shit. It's alright, not bad. Aganor Shalif. Made by Aganor Shalif. 5x50. Here's a box press. El Jujanese, the Wise Man, and this is a Maduro. It's not that strong, medium to full. Gotta get my thoughts on this more. Not really sure if I really care for it. But it's a good smoke, give it a nice 6 out of 10 right now. Other than that, like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna go back to the podcast on Anchor, and we'll try to get away to video these podcasts. Got me an office set up now so I can get this thing going. But like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me, Cigar Society of South Florida. Havana 1947, Cooler Heads Prevail. All on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So look me up, like, share, and subscribe. Church. Fuck yeah.